All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're going to talk about a piece of software that takes something you see every single day, your login screen, and asks a pretty radical question. What if it was way faster, lighter, and completely under your control? Let's dive into a minimalist approach that's all about speed and choice.
So let me ask you something. That screen where you type in your password, does it ever feel a little sluggish, a little slow to pop up? You know, it's the very first gate you pass through to get to your stuff. And for a lot of people, that gate is getting much, much lighter.
Okay, so to really get what's going on here, we need to make sure we're on the same page with our terms. We're talking about something called a display manager.
Think of it like the welcome mat to your entire digital world. It's the program that checks your password and then kicks off your desktop environment. You know, all the menus, icons, and windows you use every day. Whether that's something big like GNOME or KDE or something super minimal. It's a really crucial piece of the puzzle, even if we don't think about it much.
And this slide, it just lays it all out perfectly. It's like two different worlds. On one side, you've got the login screen you're probably used to. Fancy graphics, company logos, but it can be slow and it's tied really tightly to the rest of the system. And on the other side, well, that's what we're talking about today. A simple text-based login that's almost instant, doesn't depend on a bunch of other stuff, and lets you customize everything. So what's the big idea? Why strip everything down to just the bare essentials? Let's get into the philosophy that's really driving this whole thing.
This quote right here, this gets to the absolute heart of it. The goal isn't just about being fast. It's about freedom. Specifically, freedom from being locked into a big system component, like systemd, which, you know, is the foundation for a lot of major Linux distributions. By not needing it to run, this software is making a huge statement about independence.
And that idea of independence leads directly to these core principles. It's got to be lightweight and fast, obviously. It's designed for portability, so you can run it on all sorts of systems, from different flavors of Linux all the way to BSD. And maybe most importantly, the focus is all about putting control right back where it belongs, with you, the user.
So what does that independence actually look like in the real world? Well, it goes deep. I mean, all the way down to the very first process your computer runs when it boots up, the Init system. Being independent here, that's a huge deal.
And here we go. This is where that promise of freedom gets real. For anyone who really likes to customize their system, this list is an absolute game changer. It shows that this one login manager supports a massive range of init systems, from the modern standard systemd to classics like SysV Init, and even systems used on totally different operating systems like FreeBSD. You just don't see this kind of flexibility very often.
But that flexibility doesn't stop deep inside the system. It extends all the way to the part you actually see and use every day, your desktop. So, does a minimal login force you into a minimal desktop? Not a chance. I mean, just look at this. It works perfectly with all the cutting-edge desktops built on Wayland, the new modern display protocol. We're talking GNOME, KDE, SWay, Hyperland. All the heavy hitters are here. This proves it's not some relic from the past. It's totally ready for the future of the Linux desktop.
And at the very same time, it's got amazing support for the huge world of classic desktops built on X11. From feature-packed environments like XFCE and Cinnamon to those super lightweight window managers like DWM and Awesome, the support is just incredible. It really lets you use whatever desktop you want, no questions asked. So, when you take all of this, the speed, the independence, the wild compatibility, what is the one single feature that this software is really giving you?
It all boils down to this number, 7. Remember that list of init systems we just saw? This one tool supports 7 different ones. 7 different ways to build the very foundation of an operating system, all handled by one lightweight login manager. This number isn't just a feature, it's a symbol. It's the whole philosophy right there.
And that's really the big takeaway, isn't it? This whole project is about more than just a faster login. It's making a statement. It's saying that software can and should be independent, portable, and focused on giving you the freedom to build your system exactly the way you want to.
Which leaves us with a final thought to chew on. You know, in a world where software keeps getting more and more complex, where platforms try to lock you into their way of doing things, is the most powerful feature of all just having the choice to opt out? Is getting back to simplicity and independence the real way forward? It's definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining me for this one.